if it even is a gutter. I don't think it. Do gutters exist in this game? I don't think they do. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Different Breed and we're going to be throwing out some cams today. If you want to contribute to the series, snap a pic or take a video of a cam spot and how to throw it, then post it in the Discord and the Gadget Spots channel. The best ones will be featured in a future video. Don't forget to post the social media you want me to shout out, if any. Let's build the best cam spot collection ever seen. Today, we'll be focusing right outside of the big window of bunks. Let's make sure no one out there is unnoticed. This first camera that we're going to be throwing out is going to be right down on the window of the white stairs. We're just going to open it up. Now this one is going to be a little bit advanced and a little bit challenging because we're going to actually have to run out. So it's also going to be dangerous. We're going to run out and then we're going to toss it and then we're going to get it onto this light post right here. Now the goal is to get it. Onto this light itself, and then we can run back in. Now we're gonna be detected. You might be able to run out, toss it out, and then run back in, and then not get detected, but you're definitely gonna have to practice on getting that in, because as you can see, the other camera got destroyed as well. But this camera, you're gonna be able to see the bedroom, which is not the goal of this video. The goal of this video is gonna be this west platform, the outside area on the roof here. Right above the bathroom, the showers, right above the showers is where our objective is here. But again, you know, you can use this for, you know, the bedroom, or you can even use this to spawn peek, as you can see. Like, oh hello, okay, but it maybe even for the junkyard. Anyway, so you can see all of these things and the school bus. So if we're looking for this camera, then it's going to be obvious because it's one of those, hey, I'm a bright light on a dark background. So yeah, of course you're going to be able to see it. And if we go up to, like, say we're over onto this thing and we're just getting spotted, then if we look over to see, then yeah, it's going to be obvious. But if we're off of it, if we can get this camera just like a little bit more to the right, then it might be even a little bit more hidden. But if we're off of this, but if we're off of this camera, then we might even not like have it be seen. It might get overlooked because people looking this far for cameras? I don't think so. I mean, I've thrown several cameras on top of this bus and it's worked. So I think this might be nice and hidden. And speaking of trying to look for these cameras and get them, you can't get this one. It's just too high up. We're not that tall. And for our next camera, it's gonna be a little less advanced, but a little bit more tricky than the last one. We're gonna be going into small tower here, and we're gonna be destroying this window facing the south side here. Now, I said it's gonna be a lot more risky, and that's because we're gonna jump out of this window, and that's gonna be right next to the junkyard spawn, so they might get us. However, we can do this undetected, so they might not even notice us get out of here. So we're gonna jump out, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna toss it onto this support beam of this windmill, or is this a windmill? Whatever this is. We're gonna toss it right onto this thing. It looks like a windmill because that's going in the wind, and then this will be the power drive. Anyway, so we're gonna hop out of this window, and then we're gonna toss it right on there, and then we're gonna hop right back in, and as you can see, it's gonna land right there. And if we just hop back in, then we won't be detected at all. If we're looking for this as the thermite, so we're just gonna go straight to looking for it as an attacker. You can't see it that well when it's just sitting there and it's not being looked at all. It's just gonna be a dark camera on a dark background, and it might just be hidden, and it might be well hidden. As long as you're not scanning on this, I don't think people are really gonna look for this. However, if we do get on it, then you can see that, yeah, it's gonna be obvious. It's gonna be a nice bright light on a dark background, and there's just no getting away from that. So just be a good teammate and don't scan on it, and have good teammates that don't scan and all that stuff. But we're gonna be able to see this whole west area here. This might even work for the spawn peeking of the street as well. We can see a little bit of that front bedroom area there. So if they're starting to rappel up there, we'll be able to see them there. We can see on top of the roofs. Over by the big tower as well, on those two windows, we'll be able to see if someone's rappelling on those. We'll be able to see the windows down below, so white window, the bathroom, the showers window, and the small tower door over here. So we can see stuff. The junkyard spawn, not so much, but we'll be able to see them coming up. So this is a pretty decent cam to see a whole bunch of different things. but it is definitely showing this entire west platform over here. We're gonna know exactly where these people are and what they're trying to do. And for our third and final cam of this video, we're gonna be actually going out really close to where we just went out. The window right next to it. We're gonna hop out of this, we're gonna back up a little bit, and we're gonna toss the camera out. Now, our goal is to toss it underneath this gutter area here, if it even is a gutter. I don't think it... Do gutters exist in this game? I don't think they do. So we're gonna just toss it out over here. Never mind my real list of buildings and stuff like that. We're gonna toss it out, and then we can get in. We can do this undetected. As you can see, I barely just got detected. And this is going to be seeing almost all of this west platform area. We're going to be able to see all of the north side and all of the south side. It's just all the way west that we won't be able to see like we can see on this camera here. So just from that window there, that little platform, we won't be able to see, but we'll be able to see a whole bunch. We'll also be able to see this big tower over here, this whole side, and a little bit of highway, but I wouldn't really consider that being able to see highway. We can also see a little bit on the roof as well. So we're gonna be able to protect what we need to protect. And if people are scanning on this camera and someone's looking for this camera, they might not completely notice it because they're gonna be like looking in this direction and not see it. So you might get away because of that. But if they like turn around and they're looking for a camera, then it's gonna be super obvious that like, hey, I'm a camera, look at my bright light. It's just how the nature works of this. But if we get off of this camera, and then we won't be able to see it. We will be able to see it, but not as well, because it's going to be a dark camera on a dark surface, which is the idea of basically this whole video, is just to get this dark cameras on the dark surfaces, and then, you know, periodically go on them. You don't want to sit on these cameras a whole bunch, unless it's like a 1v something situation, and you can just sit on them and do all that and maybe distract them with it. But yeah, that's just how it's gonna be. Oh, also, you can retrieve this one over here. So if you're like, oh, they're across the map, I want my camera back, and you're like, boom, and then you go ahead and get back in, you can do that. But this one over here, yeah, you're fresh out of luck. Again, we're not this tall. If you want to protect areas of other maps, check out the playlist of my past cam videos linked on your screen right now. Don't forget to post your spots in the Discord. Until next time, stay different.